My name is Victor. I am the creative director on the team. I started out basically as designer and writer, and I've also had to expand into pretty much scripting, implementation, cinematics, a bit of everything.
Well, my name is Fredrik. I won't try to pronounce my last name because it doesn't work in English, and I'm primarily the music composer and sound designer for the Horror At MS Aurora. I say primarily because in a small team you kind of have to, assume different roles. So I've been everything from like face FX artist to like Flash UI implementer dude to, I don't know, to just a little bit of everything, but primarily music composer and sound designer. A bunch of us guys were about to do our bachelor's degree kind of thing at the Blekinge Institute of Technology. And we had an idea of building a game, and we wanted to do a horror game, and that was where it started, kind of. We did a lot of brainstorming, tried to find out what kind of story we could make, and we were aiming, which is fun in retrospect, we were aiming for a sort of a development cycle of like 6 months or so. So we tried to do a sort of a simple setting, or what we envisioned would be a simple setting anyway. And we started a company, and we secured some funding, which was really fantastic, so we could actually plan for some, motion capture for the animation and a real symphonic orchestra for some of the music, which was amazing. And we started, we had several different ideas, but the main idea that we stuck with was the Alone at Sea kind of thing. It's a small skeleton crew in the middle of the ocean, no way of escaping. We thought that would sort of limit the amount of assets we would have to create. It would sort of have to limit us, but in a good way. It would also, we thought anyway, just lower the time that we would have to spend on the game. And from there, it evolved from there, and we started building, started creating the boat, and started planning the entire game. And then, of course, things started happening afterwards. That we might not have planned for in the beginning.
I can tell you the story of MS Aurora. It's been quite a journey for us, of course. The project started out as our bachelor's project at the end of our university education. We're all studying different bachelor things with a couple of game designers, a couple of artists, a couple of programmers, and of course sound guys, pretty much the whole team. We had a team of, I think, 10 or 11 people, one of the biggest bachelor's team the school had seen so far. But went together, we set up a project that this is going to take 6 months start to finish. Quick production, nice cheap game, quick release, and we can probably get the ball rolling, make more games like these. We secured the early funding, had some great help, got started, but we had not yet really realized just how much work goes into even a short game. Even though we've done several game projects before, we have of course done nothing on this scale.
Yeah, the problem with starting a company among friends is that, you are always friends when you start out. And then, someone has a different idea, and someone else has another different idea, and then maybe they won't mesh. And there are several ways of resolving this, but sometimes a conflict will appear. And what happened to us was, sadly, that conflicts did appear. I don't think I should go into greater detail there, but we sort of lost people, gradually, that didn't really want to work on the game for various reasons. And the team got restructured. The team has evolved significantly. If you look at the credits list in the end of the game, you will think, hey, that's a huge team, really. That's a lot of people. But no, not really, because the actual team has always been around 3 or 4 people. And then we've had some awesome people come in, do some assets, help out with stuff, and then go away again. Except for the initial team we were about 9 to 12 people or something, I think.
We had a tough time that fall, but around the winter, at the start of the new year, 2012, we simply made an amiable split. Those who wanted to go their own way got to go their own way, no hard feelings. Those who wanted to stay got to stay. That left us with 2 people. Said, okay, we're going to finish the game. And then that's when the real MS Aurora production began. because from that point we pretty much remade the whole game one bit at a time. It started as we're just going to touch things up and release it, and then when we started touching up and we got more and more comfortable with the engine and working with the code of Aurora, we're like, no, but we can do this better. We can put in just a few more weeks to fix up this thing, and oh, that thing can look even better if we just do this and this. So we started adding, remaking, taking out old things, recruiting up for the team again. We had some great interns from various places, more team members. We got back up to a total of 9 people, including one of our old team members who came back, and kept going from there.
And now, at the end of the development cycle, it's basically just the 2 of us left, with the occasional help. So it's been a rocky road, to say the least. A fun road, but a rocky one.